Hey, it's Paula, and I thought I would come to you live again about what I'm eating these days during this isolation and inability to get great groceries. So I just wanted to share with you my gluten-free Taco Tuesday, and so I'm going to share with you a little bit about what I'm doing. I'm here in the kitchen, and it's Tuesday evening, and I'm trying to make sure that my family gets a tasty meal, but also something that's really healthy. So we are gluten-free in our household. We're grain-free most of the time, but definitely gluten-free. And we actually do like to eat tacos, and we love Tex-Mex. We live in Texas, so we are always excited about Tex-Mex food and what we can do to kind of make it healthier. And so tonight I'm actually doing something that I do pretty regularly, and that is I'm taking a ground beef or ground bison or some type of ground meat and using that to make tacos. But I want to show you a little bit about what else I'm doing. On the menu tonight is absolutely going to be some ground beef made into taco meat, and then some soft tacos, tortillas essentially that are gluten-free. And then I'm also making some cilantro lime rice with some leftover rice, which I'm sure you guys probably might have on hand. And then also just a frozen vegetable that we're going to have alongside of that. Tonight we're having green beans because that's what my sous chef chose. And then the other thing that we're doing is we're also having lettuce from our farm share from the farm to go with our tacos. And we have some other vegetables that we're going to eat raw. So we got a lot of things to add to this meal, but it's a really well-balanced meal, and I'll show you a little bit about it here in just a second. So let me turn my camera around. All right, so this is what's in the pot, and I think last time I was cooking, this is kind of similar. But what I love to do is put shredded carrots into my taco mix, into anything that I'm doing where I'm either going to need some extra texture and want some extra nutrients, and so this is one of the things that I usually do. Sometimes I'll put in some red bell pepper. I don't have that on hand right now, so I'm not doing that, but that's something you could do for yourself. You can choose something different, add something like I've actually shredded jicama into stuff like this before, so those are great ways to add some vegetables, some additional fiber, and I'm gonna have to lower this and really keep your family eating healthy. The other thing that I've got going here is I'm going to pan over to my rice and my lime and my cilantro, which I was finally able to get some fresh cilantro at the grocery store this week, and so I'm really excited to have that. And I've got a pot that's heating up too hot, and I've already burned it, so I'm going to have to get my sous chef to help me with this. But that's what happens when you try to do too many things at once. So I'm going to go ahead and pour that out. Woo! Good thing you didn't see that. But I've got, I burned my oil here. So I'm going to go ahead and keep you panned on the pot here. And I'm going to go ahead and clean up that mess, because that's not really great. I always have these fails when I'm doing Facebook Live, even when I get it as organized as I possibly can. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep this on the other pot. My husband heard and he's coming in to help. This is great. Let me see. Say hi, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
That's my husband, Jay, if you haven't seen him before. But I'm going to go ahead and put this on the other pot. What I need to do is just get some oil in this pot and turn the heat off. And so I'm taking this garlic olive oil, chili garlic infused olive oil. And I'll show you right here. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. And what I'm doing here is I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the pot. I'm going to saute the rice a little bit in that oil, and it's going to heat up. I've got to put it back on low. And once I do that, because the rice is already cooked, I'm just going to go ahead and add the rice and start to really get that in there. So it's burning again, I think. So let's go ahead and get the rice in there. It's going to pop a little bit because there's definitely some water in there. You can hear it. I'm going to need to add some water to this. So, can you get me some water? I'm going to go ahead and add some water. Just put a bunch. Yeah. I'm going to add a little bit of water because I want it to steam a little bit because the rice is cold. Okay, so I've got a little bit of water here. I'm going to add it's about 1/4 cup of water that I've just added there. And I'm going to let that go ahead and steam up a little bit. Kind of making a lot of noise here. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and also add the lime once this starts to really steam and the pot's really cooled off a little bit. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to add the cilantro toward the end. But I've got a little bit of that oil for that garlic flavor, and it's cooking up. It's going to cook up really nice once I get that heat back up. All right, so the other thing I want to show you is the lettuce. I'm going to go ahead and chop that up too. So let me go ahead and I'm going to turn around and pan over here. And I've got some beautiful, beautiful lettuce from Whitehurst Heritage Farms. I'm just going to go ahead and chop that up. Chop it up into some really fine pieces, kind of like you would use it on your tacos if you were having like that shredded lettuce from somewhere. But this is fresh from the farm, so I want you to see that. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera back around and get this on me. All right. So here's the thing. Whatever you're doing, whether you're making, your regular tacos, whether it's hard shell tacos or soft shell tacos, whatever you're doing at home, you want to make sure that you're adding in lots of nutrition to your meals. And right now, even while things are scarce, carrots are not scarce. I love using carrots in salads. I love using carrots in a lot of things that I'm cooking. So don't be afraid to add carrots to any kind of ground meat type of dish. Don't be afraid to add jicama or any other type of vegetable that you would like. These are good ways to get your kids and your family members to eat more vegetables. The other thing is, like, even with the rice, as the rice is cooking and heating up and stuff like that. Remember, the cilantro is a great detoxifier, and then also that lime is a really great source of vitamin C. So make sure that you're finding ways to add this. Instead of just serving plain rice, I'm serving cilantro rice because I think this is a great way to add some nutrients. Obviously, if you want to have beans, I'm lowering that thing again. If you want to have beans with a meal like this, it's great. It's a great source of fiber. So feel free to do that. We had some beans last night, so I didn't want to have beans twice in a row because that can make for a really bad family situation in the household, especially when everybody's all quarantined together. So I just wanted to share with you what I'm making tonight, and hope that this will inspire you, because all I've got is one pound of ground beef in this skillet. And I've made that into a meal, essentially, with some leftover rice and some vegetables. So I hope this inspires you and gives you some encouragement as you're trying to make your meals during this self-isolation and time where we're not able to get all of the things that we really love. So send me your comments and share with me what you'd like to see me cooking and what you'd like to know about how you can cook healthier meals during this time. And I'd love to share that with you. And I've got some things coming up, so stay tuned on my Facebook page, because I'd love to share with you what I'm doing in the coming days. Y'all have a great night. Bye.